Julian, preparing for your third game in a week, what's your analysis of the first two matches?
The last two matches was not a full matches in fact in terms of performance for us. We had different periods in the game, some good one, especially in second half against Sheffield. I think the last 30 minutes against Oxford were good as well. But sometimes you have to deal with the situation, and the two games we had our chances to win, and we create more chances than the opponent against Sheffield. We create more chances than Oxford on Wednesday, and the difference, probably the difference with the last games, is our efficiency. But when you are not enough efficient, and when you can win a point, you have to be happy to win the point, even if it's against Sheffield and Oxford, not in a very good position in the table. But I think in Championship, I'm not sure that the table is the most important. You can see each game it's difficult. Each game it's time. That's it. Time, yeah. So 10 draws on 12 games on Wednesday or Tuesday and Wednesday. So okay, this is a Championship. You have just to see and to have a view, a high view probably, and to understand that 11 points on the last 5 games, it's very, very good. And if you continue tomorrow like this to take a point minimum, it will be a top run for us in the last 6 games.
You made 5 changes for the game in midweek.
Yeah.
Is that also not only with a view to 3 games in a week, but looking at what's to come in the weeks and months ahead?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I trust a lot, in the fact that a team, it's not only 11 or 12 or 13 players. A team, in fact, it's a dressing room. And a dressing room, you need to manage him. It's very important to manage him. And if you start to play only with the same players, it's difficult to manage well after your dressing room, because you have a lot of frustration, and some players can be completely down after 4 or 5 months in the competition. And Championship, it's 46 games, 8 or 9 months in the season. So it's a question of invest, in fact, how you invest your player in the long term. And yes, I will repeat, but on Wednesday we had our chances to win, and yes, we had more chances than the opponents. So it's not a question of changes or starting 11. After that, it's just a question of efficiency. But it's important for me to involve the players, yes, because I know in November, December, January, it's a big part of the season, and you need to have all the players fresh mentally, fresh physically, to deal with the game each 3 days.
You've now only had 1 month to work with your squad, because you don't know your squad until the 1st of September. You've now had 1 month to work with your squad. What's your assessment of it, and how excited are you by that group?
I don't know if I can do an assessment just after 1 month or 5 games, to be honest. But my feeling is we have top guy in the dressing room, and we have good players. But now we need to see how we are able to do in the long term, in fact, and how we are able to develop the player and to develop the team in the long term. I'm very happy with the last results, of course, 11 points in 5 games since the end of the transfer window. It's fantastic for us. I don't know exactly how many times it arrived last year or the year before with a run like this. I don't know exactly, don't want to compare, but I know it's not usual, in fact. So we appreciate that, but we need to see the future now on how we want to continue to develop the team and how we will deal with the different momentum, because we are in a good momentum. We have to enjoy that, but we need to be clear as well that we know in championship sometimes you have a bad momentum, and for me, in a bad momentum, you can fix the problem if you have a good dressing room and if you manage well your dressing room. And yes, in order to prepare that as well, because we know that it will arrive probably in the future. I don't know when, but in the future probably. We need to imagine that and to prepare this period as well. So yes, I feel very well with this group, and we feel, and I say with all the staff members and all the people around the players, because they are honest, a good work ethic, hard worker, and they give everything on the pitch each time. Of course, it was not perfect on Wednesday, and probably collectively we're able to do better on the pitch, but they did everything. They did 100%. It was not enough to win the game, but it was enough to win a point. And it makes a lot of difference probably at the end when you are not top collectively, that you are able to win a point. It's very important. And it represents well this team, this squad, and this dressing room, I think. So I enjoy that. We enjoy that, and we want to continue to work with this team and with these guys because they deserve that we give them all what they need to improve and to do a good season.
Bristol City are likely to provide a different test to Oxford's test on Wednesday. They've made a very good start to the season. They've only lost once in the league. They're at home. I know you've been reviewing their matches as you do for all opposition. What's your view on them? What tests are you expecting?
I think the first challenge is the pitch, because it's a big pitch, probably the bigger pitch in the championship. So the distance are completely different. If you compare with Loftus is probably one of the small pitch on the league. So it makes a big difference in terms of positioning, distance to defend, to jump, and to move all together. So this is the first challenge. The second challenge is we will play against very good team and very good in terms of intensity, especially in the counter-press, how they press, how they counter-press. They counter-press with a lot of intensity. So we need to be ready on that and to deal with the situation. And after that, we never know the history of the game before, but we're pretty sure that it will be a tough game. Of course, a tough game against players on the team who know exactly what does it mean to be at the top of the table, because they did the playoff last year, so they have this experience. And even if we have young players, we are ready to compete against them, and I hope it will be a very good game tomorrow. And yes, we are ready to start the game at 100% with all the players.
Will you be looking to use your squad again?
We spoke with the players this morning, to be honest, about the last game, about the situation, about the momentum, and yes, I want to give them a smile, even if we were disappointed after the game against Oxford. It's normal to be disappointed after a draw, but if you are only in the reflection in one game, I think it's not the good way to analyze very well the situation. I want to see, to have a high view and to see the last 5 games. What did you do, guys, the last 5 games? You did well. So, we have to continue like this, because we know if we want to have a point minimum tomorrow, we need to be at 100% in all the parameters of the game. All the parameters. If it's not the case, it's not possible to imagine obtaining a good result. So it was a communication with the players this morning, and to be honest with them, because we were not enough efficient the last game, to be honest. But defensively, good organization, good mindset. It's very difficult for the opponent to create danger, and I hope it will be the same tomorrow, even if it will be difficult because they have good players, good offensive animation. But this is a challenge for tomorrow, and I feel that they are ready. I hope it will be the case tomorrow as well.
And almost 3,000 QPR fans will be making the trip to support you and to support the players. How much would you enjoy a moment at full time to celebrate with them?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. We need them, and especially tomorrow. the third game of the week. We know that some players can be more tired, but with this feeling, with the support, sometimes you keep the tire just behind you and you move and you run and you jump and you give everything. So yes, we need them for sure. We need them from the first season until the last season, and I hope they will be happy at the end of the game.